this track. It's not one of my favorites, but for some reason it's still forwarded its way to the calendar. Mike, my man, how are you feeling about today's race?
If I make the end, I will be happy.
Yeah, I know. If I see at least 5 finishers, I'll be a happy man. But Zaid, I think he's the first man out on track. No, Johnny's out on track too. All the boys heading out the track as I'm about to share the ILR link in about a minute or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Just give me a minute. Is it so what is it? Is it bonfire night in Monaco? Is that was the McLarens that was hitting each other in the pit lane? What was that all about? Jeez. But I understand it's bonfire night, huh? So it's gonna be some lit fireworks in Monaco. Wish I had Monaco in the night, man. Hold on, just sharing the link. See, I would be able to have Andy talk while I do this, but yeah. Let's go spectate someone on their lap. Who's about to start their lap. Here's the Joker coming around the final corner, where it's very, very easy to tap the wall and end your race just like that, as he opens up the DRS and heads all the way down to turn 1. Very tricky braking zone. You got to make sure you don't cut the corner a slight bit here as he turns up. Cleanly done, doesn't hit the wall. Up the hill he goes through his turn 2 up into turn 3. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. Who is that? Doesn't look like anyone. Anyways, we're gonna go back with the Joker, I believe we're watching, as he heads down to turn 6, I believe. No, I'm just making up corner names here, but into the hotel hairpin, where it's very difficult to make the car stick. Almost hits the wall. Jeez. Coming on down to the harbor and into the tunnel he goes, where it gets really dark and then suddenly really bright as you head out of the tunnel and down into the chicane. Late braking, make sure you don't cut the corner. Very easy to hit the sleeping policeman and put it in the wall there. So far so good. Oh, nice line through Tabak and through the swimming pool section, where it's very easy to lose the rear end. Thankfully it's a lot easier in F1 2017 than it was on 2016. Up into the restaurant, Raskas, and through into the final corner, almost hitting the wall, opening up the DRS as late as possible. Up to the line, what does he do? A 13 dead. 13 dead. I almost, oh, good thing Jack 2 did that. I almost put Spain for some reason. Anyways, who do we got here on a lap? Oh, is that Michael Davis on a lap? On an absolute flyer. Oh, come on, cameras. As he heads now down to Raskas. Does he put it on the wall? No, he doesn't. Oh, comes out sideways though. Around the final corner, and taps the wall, the rear tire. Up to the line. What does he do? It's a 112.5. So far, it's ERL Falcon on pole with a 10.6. Is Beastas on a lap? No, Beastas is in with half his front wing. That's troubling and worrying times for Beastas, as we try and get the UI set here. There we go. There we go. So far, it's ERL Falcon clear by 4/10 over Tao. Tao's on 11.0. 8/10 clear of Zaid, who's on an 11.8, and he's a 10th clear of Hungry Tadpole's on 11.9. So far it's a bit of a spread field, seeing as Monaco is a very skilled track. Obviously, I can see. Oh, ERL Falcon coming out of the corner sideways. He's pushing like a mad one. Looking up into Raskas. Is that an in-lap? Wow. Pushed harder in that in-lap than I probably will on my qualified lap next week. Zaid's in. Pretty much everyone's coming in now. There's the yellow flag in sector 2. Oh, who's that on the wall? It's Lico Blocks. I think he clipped the wall into the entry there at the tunnel, and that. So thankfully, I don't think he has any damage. Oh yeah, he does. A lot of the front wing is gone. Jeez. As he crawls back to the pits with a broken front wing. His teammate Johnny on an outlap right now, so he hasn't set a lap yet. There's 11 viewers ready to watch me put in a disaster in the commentary. Oh, CJ running very, very wide. I hope that's not an outlap. Maybe it is. Or maybe it's a qualifying lap. Into the hotel section. Kind of goes, misses the apex there, so he is not too good of a lap so far. As he heads down to the port, into the harbor section, and into the tunnel. Out of the tunnel now, very hard to spot your braking zone because of the camber and the hill kind of sloping downwards. Very easy to lock up. So far, pretty clean through there. Through to back now. I guess he tries to stay safe away from the apex. Through the swimming pool section. Oh, into the wall. How does that happen? And yeah, back into the pits he comes. That's gonna be worrying because there's still 4 drivers. Whoa. There's still a couple of drivers that haven't set a time yet. And with the really short qualifying, it's very easy to just not get a lap in on accident. Guitapo set it out. Whoa! The Renault taking a very interesting line. He drove over the yellow line that could have ended up in a big. I think that was Lico Blocks. We're on board with him now as he goes up the hill into turn 3, I believe this is, and into the casino where it's very easy to hit that wall on the inside around this little bump here, down into turn 5, and easy on the brakes. Very nicely done. Goes into the hotel section. Can he keep it from hitting the wall? Yes, he can. Doesn't seem to be going too quick. I think he's on a qualifying lap. For some reason, this car is ghosting. To be fair, he's driving quite passive for someone who would be on a qualifying lap. So maybe he's not on a qualifying lap. Yeah, he's a bit far off the pace. Johnny, though, I believe is on a qualifying lap. His teammate, as he goes through the tunnel here. Into the chicane. Does he look up? No. Yes, he does. Keeps it somewhat clean, though. Doesn't hit that wall. Doesn't cut too much of the corner. Fastest lap B-stats 108 or 109.8. And he's very good at saying that he struggles at tracks when everyone knows that's complete BS and that he's actually quite rapid. So it's no surprise he's going to the top. Journey clips his front wing into Rascast. The end plate is gone. Up into the pits. I don't think he's going to have enough time to complete a lap then. Oh yeah, he will. Yeah, he will. If he gets out in a minute, he should have enough time. But B-Stats is on top with the 109.8. Is there a surprise there? No. So far, the field spread is quite massive. The top 13 separated by 6 seconds. But then again, Monaco is not really a track that anyone enjoys. If you like Monaco, then I don't know what to say about that, mate. Corey slots in with a 10.9. Wish I could see the comments here. Jeez. Oh, CJ's on that lap. He needs to hurry up and get a lap in. There's only 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in qualifying. Ugly Tapo's flying. It's actually quite amazing to see how quick those cars go through that section from the helicopter cam as it goes into Rascas. Cleanly done. Into the final corner. Does he? Yep, he keeps as far away from the wall as possible. Oh, the numbers are on the rear, on the tail wing now. That's kind of cool. Only today I just realized that the clocks had moved backwards for me too, so I almost got the race time screwed up. Luckily for me, I woke up on time, so life is good. Shimasi improves 2 seconds, but he still stays in the same place he was as he qualified. 13th place. They're still on board here with Hungry Tadpoles. As they're just... Oh! Oh! Whoa! Zaid into the wall at the final corner. And yeah. What was looking like a decent qualifying session finally for Zaid has ended in tears as he's in the wall. And hopefully the stewards will clear his car from there. Jeez. Okay, yeah, he's been removed. Back in the pits he goes. Is CJ on a lap yet? That's the question. This little nice straight here ends at the back. Can he keep it clean? Whoa, almost hitting the wall there. A bit loose on the exit. Whoa, almost hitting the wall again in swimming pool. Whoa, the car is not up to grip as he taps the wall. Bits and pieces of the front wing come off as he goes through Rascas. Almost loses the rear end. And around the final corner now. What time can he do? It's going to be a 12.5. ILR Falcon is parked up in Rascas. That car does not look like it's in good condition. Yep, the wheel is off. He's done a Rosberg except for he forgot to brake. So, yeah, that's a bit worrying. 2 people out in qualifying already. The field spread is about 2.8 seconds. Michael Davis has retired from the session. He decided he's had enough. That McLaren PU won't be able to see the end of qualifying. Tao is retired. Yeah, he just retired. But there is yellow flags on the 2 and 3. I guess it's just people pulling in. Tao was pulled off in a safe place. Corey's retired as well too. I think it's just a safe retire. I think maybe that's the McLaren PU is going on. I'm not too sure. But that is a shame there for Corey. As qualifying comes to an end. And it looks like Beastlass is going to be in pole. I can't see that gap. Actually, ILR Falcon improved to a 10.1 and local box 10.2. The top 3 are separated by what is less than 4/10 of a second, and then the further 6/10 to Corey. The Beastats is happy with his time. Doesn't look like anyone else is going to beat it. I don't think anyone else is on a flying lap. I can't spectate anyone else. But so far, the times are looking pretty competitive at the top 3. So it looks like it's going to be another fun race with Beastats and ILR Falcon on the front row. Oh, I wish I could spectate someone else. There we go. So it's Beastlass on pole by a 1/10 of a second from Lico Blocks, who does a 10.9. Wow! To further 2.5 tenths back is ILR Falcon, and the rest of the field is just a second back. These 3 are in a league of their own. You know, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Thankfully, Lico Blocks has ended that ILR Falcon Beastlass front row, hoping we weren't going to see what happened in, in Spain. With ILR Falcon's questionable defending off the start. But it's going to be a good one. And hopefully people actually make it back alive to the paddocks. Did I just forget to skip the intro again? Fucking great. So what happens when you're checking the stream comments as a solo commentator, I guess. The formation lap, yes, it's underway. Quite slow getaway there for Beastlass. Whoa, why did Lico and ILR Falcon just make contact off the line? Are those 2 alright? That was a bit snotty from Lico Blocks there. But it is Beastlass from pole. He's followed by 4th place Corza. As they go up the hill at really low speed, trying to get some grip into those ultra softs. Looks like it's going to be a simple, easy ultra soft 1-stop. Corey's followed by Tao in the Ferrari. Hungry Tadpoles in 6th in the Mercedes, having a strong showing. Jeff's Revenge is making his debut. I've had him on my PSN for a long time, but I just couldn't remember where I'd seen him before. But he's in 7th place in the Red Bull. Johnny R95, the Overtake King, is in 8th. He's followed by the Joker in 9th. Zaid is in 10th. He's Satin Catering. Stanley is in the shops. Michael Davis, same thing for him too. Shamasi is down in 13th. He's not had a strong qualifying at all. And CJ is actually qualified last. It's quite a relatively small field, as I've never been able to get this whole thing done before the formation lap ends. But Beastlass is going very slowly through the tunnel. I'm not too sure why that is. Hopefully this race will be good for a race edit content there. A 9.9 making pole though, that's incredible. I know Beastlass is quick, and so is Local Blocks, but it's all about who can keep it out of the wall and not obliterate the chassis and end the race prematurely. As they're making their way up to the line now, a lot of disqualified drivers on the grid. Yes, this is beautiful. Up to the line now. I hate that camera view, so I'm going to change it a bit. As the 5 lights come on, we're about to be underway here in Monaco. It's lights out and away we go. Does Beastlass get a clean start? Yes, he does. But look at Bolson and ILR fucking going side by side in the turn 1. They keep it clean. The rest of the field, can they keep it clean as well? Doesn't seem to be any issues. No yellow flags into sector 1. That's good to see. As Beastlass keeps it clean, ILR Falcon manages to barely hold off Local Blocks. Local Blocks is now under pressure from Corey. Corey being followed in by Tao. So I don't think many people have lost any positions actually off the start, which is something I've never actually seen before. But it is Beastlass leading as we get the... actually, no, yeah. A couple... Actually, Michael Davis went up 3 positions off the start, and so does CJ. Wow. So a couple of changes in the back. ILR Falcon actually did jump Local Blocks from 3rd place. So him and Local Blocks have swapped places. Let's see. Let's get the telemetry on here. Lap data on. And let's get the tires on too. There we go. And then close that. So it is Beastlass leading by 2 seconds already on the opening lap. ILR Falcon is still under pressure from Local Blocks here, but someone's end plate went flying off. That's Local Blocks' end plate. Oh no! So there's already aero damage to Local Blocks. So Corey's gonna try and see if he can get the job done here. Obviously that's easier said than done here in Monaco. Tao is starting to lose just a bit of ground. He's still harassed by Hungry Tadpoles. Ex-Jeff's Revenge is doing well in 7th. He's followed by Johnny R95 and Michael Davis, the only person on the entire field who's on the Super Softs. Joker's kind of dropped back a bit. It's Frisky CJ, Stanley, Shamasi. So surprisingly enough, everyone's still within about, what, 5 seconds on the opening lap, which is something you rarely ever see. Let's see, the gap to the leader, it's about 11 seconds. So yeah, everyone's still quite relatively close, but Shamasi is just not having the race that he wanted. As Beastlass opens a 3.2 second gap over ILR Falcon. Oh! ILR Falcon's blown. Is that Local Blocks? I think it's blown the brakes. Oh, more debris everywhere now. I think Local Blocks lost even more of his end play. Corey's getting involved now. That's not something he wants to do. Corey side by side through a swimming pool. Oh my goodness me. He's got the job done though. What a brilliant move by Corey. Local Blocks is having a disaster. More and more of his end play has just gone off. And a lot of cars. Oh, Corey's in the pits with no front wing. I don't think he should have gotten involved in that. I think the Joker is in too. Local Blocks is in too. So that's obviously a bit... So that's something Corey didn't want to get involved in. But now Beastlass leads to the tune of 7 seconds. No surprise there. ILR Falcon with a 2.5 second gap over Tao. And Hungry Tadpole is actually being harassed here by Jess Revenge, Johnny, and Michael Davis and the Joker. Wow, look at all this. A ton of cars in the span of about... It's about 10 cars in the span of about, what, 2 seconds here. There's a good battle to watch here. Mike trying to keep the wing clean there as they all file through the hotel section and down into the harbor here. and into the tunnel. Any move that's going to be done up here, I know Hungry Tadpoles is looking to get the job done here on Tal. Actually, no, it's about a second back. But Jeff is right behind Hungry Tadpoles as this battle for 5th continues. I think it's the battle for 5th through about 12th. Jeez. Everyone's still relatively keeping each other company as yellow flags. Uh-oh. What's happened now? The two Ferraris are side by side. That's ILR Falcon and Tao. I think ILR Falcon's having a disaster. What's going on with him? He's been all over this shop. And he's not going to make life easy for his teammates. Something is going on. 5-second stop go for speeding in the pit lane. So Joker and Zide have come in. They don't look like they have healthy looking front wings. And someone's wing has gone all over the shop. Is that Beastas? Beastas has damaged his wing. A lot of his wing as well. That's not... that might actually call for an early pit stop. That might call for an early pit stop. But he has a 10-second lead over Tao, which is obviously going to be winded back down again. What's going on back here? It's ILR Falcon under pressure from Tadpole. Oh, so he let Tao through. His Ferrari teammate let Tao through. So ILR Jeff's revenge is under pressure from Hungry Tadpoles as the battle for 3rd rages on. ILR Falcon must have some sort of damage to that front wing. Yes, he does. The end plate on the side is missing. So all the leaders are putting in an absolute disaster here, which is making it actually quite entertaining. The battle here for 3rd place between about 6 different cars as the Red Bull is trying to have a look. That's Jeff's revenge. We can go on board with him as he's looking. ILR Falcon's looking quite vulnerable here, but oh, he brakes quite early, squeezes him out a bit, goes defensive, but this is not good for Falcon here because now he's gonna have the run. And is he gonna get? Oh, he's squeezing him. He's squeezing him. Jeff's revenge. Can he make the move down at turn 1? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. I think Falcon has damaged even more of his wing. I think that's gonna allow Michael Davis, who's right behind ILR Falcon. He wants to make sure he keeps his wing clean as possible as he's damaged part of his front wing, and it's a bit of his front wing. It's not going to be too bad, at least around Monaco, but that's something that he could have done without doing. As Falcon is just running wide everywhere, damaging even more of his wing now. So this is not a race that ILR Falcon was planning, as he's lost the entire front wing assembly, and Mike is gonna have to choose one. He wants to get the move done. It's best not to do anything silly. ILR Falcon is kind of driving dangerously without a front wing, especially here in Monaco where he has absolutely no front end downforce. And this is where you kind of want to be careful. You don't want to challenge him into Tabak. It's a bit silly that he's still fighting traffic, but that is backing people up as ILR Falcon is still stuck in front of Mike, and surely he's gonna just pit now. Surely he's gonna come to the pits and get a new front wing, or not. And surely they must be waving the black and orange flag now to get that damage repaired, because that's a bit silly. And that's a bit dangerous too for other drivers. And surely with driving like that, if he does cause an incident, that will be 100% a penalty on his. And as Mike is trying to look down the inside just before Casino gets the job done, easy as that. Very easy when you don't have a front wing. And now he's under pressure from Stanley in the Sauber, as the Ferrari is making even more errors. And he really should not be silly and just get out of the driver's way here, because now he's just causing more problems for the Sauber. And now he's sideways, and now the Sauber has gotten past, and now I think that Shermasi, who's actually gotten his way all the way up into 7th from last place now, he's going to try and get the job done here on ILR Falcon, but he's running very, very low on fuel. I think he's going to try to go for a light, aggressive car and just save fuel. Whoa, you got to be very careful, mate, on the brakes there. You don't want... Whoa! As well-deserved, ILR Falcon is in the wall. He should not have been driving around on that front wing, and that's his race pretty much done with. That's a bit silly there. Hungry Tadpoles is just behind ILR Falcon now, and yeah, ILR Falcon finally gets out of the way. But yeah, that gap between Beastas and Tao has gone from 10 seconds to 7 seconds now. So Tao is just keeping it clean. Beastas needs to make sure he doesn't damage any more of that wing. Things are not looking good for him already. Jeff's Revenge is 9 seconds behind Tao, but he's doing very well in his debut for ILR. and now there's a lot of gaps everywhere. I think this is the battle between Local Blocks and Corey. Local Blocks has got the overcut, or sorry, Corey's got the undercut on Local Blocks. I don't know why Local Blocks has elected to go for the softs to the end, because the super softs can technically do the entire race distance here. Actually, almost. I'm not too sure. It might be very close to call, but Local Blocks is all over the back of Corey here, as we take a look on the YouTube chat here. It's very interesting to think that most drivers can actually make it to the end here on the super softs. I don't know, that's very easy. I don't know. Give me one moment. Okay, now I'm back. Anyways, so let's see. Mike is in the pits. Was it a front wing change, Mike?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why are you on another set of ultra softs?
I started on super soft.
I don't think ultra softs are gonna make the end, mate. I guess. Oh, well, that's Michael Davis's race done with. Let's see what's going on here. Local Blocks and Corey still going at it. It's still a very interesting one. Corey is now starting to catch it on the back of Shamasi. So it looks like the super softs are a bit quicker than the ultra softs at this stage of the race now, which is a bit weird. But it's a Codemasters game. You can't really be surprised at anything here. Yep, they're all within a second of each other now. So the battle for fifth commence. My room is very, very cold on this November morning. Corey looking all over the back of Shamasi here. Local Blocks kind of wants to get the job done too. What's Corey going to do here? He's going to open up the DRS right on the back of Shamasi. What in the world has happened there? Shamasi just, I don't know if he let him through or he actually just lost the rear end, but kind of did rob us of a battle. So we're going to go back on board with Local Blocks, as they're the only ones that are battling on the entire field. Wow, and you know what? I tell you what, the gap between B-Stats and Tao is now going down to 4 seconds. And I think B-Stats is actually getting, I don't know if he's getting caught by that lap car, but things aren't looking, I think things are not looking too good for B-Stats, because if Tao leaves his pit stop late, he can technically, he's going to get ahead of B-Stats no matter what, because B-Stats has to repair that front wing. The gap is now down to 3.7 seconds. So Tao is gonna get ahead if he keeps it clean, and that's gonna be problems with B-Stats, because B-Stats he's gonna come out second regardless. Yeah, even the Toro Rosso's all over the back of B-Stats now on the first set of ultra softs. I don't know who that Toro Rosso was, but maybe he's going for the 2-stop. Whoa! Trying to unlap himself. This is getting very dangerous. The gap is now down to 2.9 seconds between B-Stats and Tao. Remember, catching and overtaking are two completely different things. But here comes Tao. He's making his way through the hairpin. Someone else has had a disaster. Okay, Shamasi's in. He's gone for a set of super softs and he's going to go to the end. That Toro Rosso is really looking to unlap himself. And what do you do if you're B-Stats? Do you just pit? Surely you have to pit. Tao's winding it down 2.5 seconds. And whoever is that... Oh, B-Stats has lost even more damage. Yeah, he doesn't have a front wing assembly now. He's being harassed way too much by the Joker. Oh, and he hit the wall again. The Joker needs to get out of Tao's way. The gap is now down to 0.8 seconds. B-Stats, he's in. New front wing, on goes. Hopefully the Joker gets out of Tao's way here, as he realizes he's actually a lap down. Tao is the leader. There's yellow flags in sector 1. Yep, he lets them through. Trying to figure out why there's yellow flags. Everything looks good. You're all fucking in dead last, 14 seconds behind Joker, so his race is done. Another one of his big mistakes. Surely Tao must pit now. He doesn't want to lose that gap advantage to B-Stats. B-Stats, 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. and that's where he gets his true pace from. So surely Tao must be in now to act on that penalty, or at least try and get the overcut, because Beastas needs a brand new assembly. Beastas is now behind Corey too, so that's not good news for Beastas. His race is in tatters. If Tao can keep it clean, he can just nurse the car. He needs to pit now. Even get now, or at least make sure he doesn't come out behind. Actually, he won't come out behind Corey because his front wing is in one piece. So Tao must come in now, at least to get the pressure of the Renault off him. Tao is in. So what's the Ferrari going to go for? Obviously going to go for the Super Softs. How quick is their pit stop going to be? They're going for a set of the... Surely not. A set of the Super Softs. Good ruse by Ferrari there. Oh, the set of the Softs. Okay. So it's Ultra Soft. Remember guys, F1 2017 in real life, the tire wear is very high, and Codemasters have done a very good job of replicating that. So he comes out on a set of the soft tires. X-Jet's Revenge is now going to take the lead of this race, but surely he's going to come in too. He's technically 6 seconds behind. You know what? If X-Jet's Revenge keeps a clean lap, he could come out relatively close to Beastas? No, he won't. Yellow flag in Sector 2. Who's had a disaster here? Oh, it's Shimasi in the wall. The brakes have failed, and that's his race done. So he, I think, might be the first retirement of the day. As Tao is beginning to wind in Jeff, so Jeff might want to come in and get a new set of tires. Shimasi disqualified for parking it up, but really it is that the brakes have failed. The brakes have truly failed. So obviously the Haas is not doing too well. Beastas has actually got past Corey, but Beastas is running into more traffic. He's running into Stanley now, and Stanley's gonna make life hell for Beastas to get past. Well, this is exciting because we could see a prospect of possibly a different winner for the first time in about 3 races, and the virtual safety car is out. The Haas's brakes did fail at the, ooh, is someone gonna take advantage? Jeff should have pitted, you know? He is 9 seconds ahead now. I guess it's one of those off races, but, virtual safety car is out. Hopefully it's not gonna continue to keep coming out. Oh, Mike is in the pits again. And what are they going to go for? Instead of the Super Sauce?
Made sense. I wouldn't make the end.
Yeah, you wouldn't make the end. That safety car is, or that virtual safety car is somewhat, not, I wouldn't say saved your race, but it's, yeah. It's definitely made it a lot better than the absolute knobhead of a race you've made. 3-second penalty there.
Well done.
So you want to explain to us what happened there, Mike?
Look, just get back to commentating. Fuck off.
You know, this is reminiscent of when you and I battled for a title in the league I won't mention, and I got a 3-second penalty. The stewards weren't having any of it when I tried to hook the car around the pit lane exit and got slapped with the penalty. That cost me the win in Monaco. But hey, no, I think it's a fair penalty by the stewards. You were supposed to keep the car inside the pit lane, and that is that. Michael Davis disaster. Are we surprised? No, we're not. Tao has wound the gap down between him and Jeff to 2.8 seconds. Stanley is still doing a decent job of holding Beastas back. As I say that now, Beastas is going to go around the outside of turn 1. Easy as that. And now the gap between Beastas and Tao is 6 seconds. Local blocks time penalty, 3 seconds for corner cutting. But you got to remember that Beastas also has a penalty too. So yeah, I guess maybe it is a glitch, because people were saying that they're getting 3-second time penalties for cutting the pit lane exit.
I did cut it though.
Yeah, no, what you did was 100% a penalty. That was well deserved. Brilliant action there by the FIA. As Corey gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Good old Moppy there, as he's down in 7th place. A lot of gas between everyone. I should be able to take a water break now. But yeah. Very interesting to see the way Tao drives, as I can see that he uses the brake and the accelerator at the same exact time, watching the telemetry there. It's a very interesting way of driving. If I tried to do that, I wouldn't have an engine or a car anywhere to begin with. Surely Jeff must pit now. He's leaving it far too late. He's going to come out like 6th. Hmm. Whoa. What's happened there? Someone lose their end plate. Is that Jeff? Is that Big Jeff losing his end plate? No? Everything seems fine. Well, Beast, that's the gap now between him and Tao to 2 seconds. Or 3.9, sorry, I sound like absolutely just 3.9. I'm really hoping we have a different race winner just to spice things up a bit. But surely this lap car needs to get out of the way. The lap stopper needs to get out of the way. Try not to leave it too late here. As so far it's been actually pretty clean. I mean, we've had a bunch of broken wings, but that's something you'd expect in Monaco. Surely the Sauber's gonna get a penalty if he doesn't get out of the way. Zaid, 5-second stop-go penalty for ignoring blue flags. Yeah, that's well deserved. He should have gotten on the way sooner. And Zaid has left the session. Yeah, his head's gone. Now the gap between Beastass and Tao is 1.6. So this is very interesting. I'm not too sure what in the world Jeff is doing. Has Jeff stopped? Big Jeff. No, he hasn't stopped yet. I'm trying to figure out what's going on then. Why is he still out on the same set of tires? Virtual safety car is out. I don't know if that's probably for Zaid leaving or what, but that is a thing. It's very dangerous when someone in the comfort of their armchair leaves the session. Provides a dangerous situation for the drivers on the track. So hopefully they'll good call from Charlie Whiting. Absolutely no bad. Oh, you're all Falcon drive-through penalty, speeding under the virtual safety car. I see. The naughty one there. You always got to keep your head screwed on, and in this case, he hasn't had his head screwed on. It's been a long time since I've seen his head screwed on. But smart call. Jeff's Revenge is in underneath the virtual safety car to get a new set of tires. Brilliantly done. Most of the drivers actually in getting a fresh set. But I also think most of the drivers are actually a lap down. So Jeff is actually going to come out P4?
Oh, fuck off.
What happened? Oh, penalty for speeding on the... Were you over the Delta?
I'm done.
Someone's in the wall! Oh, who's that? They're all Falcons in the wall. He bashed the front wing off. Two penalties. Was that a legitimate penalty for going over the Delta?
It literally ended just as I sped up and it went a tiny bit red.
Oh yeah, they should be. I knew that was gonna be a problem in this game as soon as they started handing out penalties for that. There should be a grace period of like 5/10s. That's not fair. Apparently Jeff has a drive-through. Let's take a look. Oh shoot, yeah. And that's going to allow this CJ penalty for corner cutting. He's down in 10th. But we can just be thankful that the bright side is this awful, tragic track is going to be off the calendar. And if you rate this track, you need to go home and stop watching Formula 1. Anyways, the battle for first place is on. This Beastass all over the back of Tao. As anticlimactic as probably going to be. Hopefully he won't shoot past. Hopefully, you know, it'll be a good battle. As Beastass shoots straight past Tao, and I can't be bothered. Alright, well, it was good. It was good while the race lasted. Beastass is going to shoot off into the sunset. I guess we're going to battle here. Corey going side by side up the hill with Stanley. Is he going to get the move done? Whoa, side by side through Casino. Oh, this is good stuff here. Stanley holding on for dear life. Corey slots in right back. As is Corey going to go for a move down the inside? No, he's not. As he couldn't cut that corner anymore. If you cut anymore, you'd be in the trees and the soil. As they go down to the tunnel. Corey all over the back of Stanley is our last hope for entertainment here in Monaco. As I'm probably going to take off and go to the yacht on lap 22. Corey all over the back here of Stanley.
There's 21 laps left. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, there's 11 laps left. Wait, there's 20 laps left. What? The race is not even halfway over yet. Oh, Corey. Oi! Brilliant defensive maneuver by Stanley. And you best believe when Corey gets this move done, I'm going to take a 20-minute break. Because not very much action on the field here. This is not my normal commentary style. I'm just laid back today as I don't have my normal commentary partner here. Johnny, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He's been told he's been complaining way too much on the radio, and that's a 3-second time penalty awarded to him. Beast that's already a 2.2 second penalty, so or 2.2 second gap. Sorry, someone got a 3-second penalty. Looks like something came off the car there. I'm not too sure what that was. As these guys are now coming up to approach drivers or a lap down. Let me see what the gap to the leader is. So actually, only 2 people are a lap down so far. An AI car just spun. What? Never seen that before. And he's pulled off. Maybe that's not an AI car. Putting in an absolute disaster. Fair play. Virtual safety car is out. I think he's just parked up in the... What happened there? That's dangerous. That's causing a dangerous situation. I'm not too sure what that was all about. But surely no one can really take any advantages of these virtual safety cars. Shame that. So Beast Ass is on a 12.0. Wow, he's league ahead of everyone. Big Lee sitting on the money bags he's got. Knock his head off if I met him in real life. But Beast Ass is leading to the tune of 4.3 seconds. Make sure you don't go over the Delta, fellas. Hungry Tadpoles is doing a strong showing. He's in 3rd place. In the cleanest area you could ever ask for. ARL Falcon's head's completely gone. Not like I've ever seen it on before, to be fair. Whoa, Yellow Falcon set as 1, 2, and 3 for a split moment there. And we're back to the battle between Corey and Stanley. Oi! Oi! Side by side! Oi! Still side by side. Oh, what's a move by Corey into Raskas. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. They're still side by side. Corey on the outside. Brilliantly done. What a move. That was very brave, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? I mean, there's not very much action in the field. Well, that's one of the best moves I've ever seen on this game. Side by side to the swimming pool and gets the job done. And now I can get my feet up because there's not very much going on in the field unless Johnny manages to... Wow, what a move there. So obviously I can shut my mouth as that move was done easy as that. Oh dear. Well then. Monaco, home of excitement. What a brilliant track. Hope it doesn't ever make a return on the calendar again. Hopefully they run into financial problems in the 2018 season. We're not to see this garbage track ever again. Tao 4 seconds now, so stabilize the gap just a tad bit. Hungry Tadpole is the furthest 6 seconds adrift. Local Blocks is going around the outside of someone. It was probably a lap down. X-Jeff's Revenge, decent debut in 5th. Maybe Corey can close that gap from 3.8. We can see a good battle. Stanley is still within DRS, actually, to be fair, of Corey. Can't wait for the 30-second race edit highlights I get to make. I can probably make them at the end of this race, to be fair. Oh, so Zyd actually is an AI. He's actually in the race. I think. I don't know. Maybe he's AI. I don't know. This is very fun to watch. Stanley, the only man here, keeping us somewhat in company, as the gap is now almost a second, and he's falling out. He's a second gap now. I really don't understand why people rate this map or this track. Need a commentator says bulletproof. To be fair, I would say yeah, come and commentate, but honestly, mate, you don't want to commentate on this. Like, it's quite bad. Well, I mean, it's Monaco. It's not really much of what was expected. I do remember the Race of Champions. It's better than the not the Race of Champions. The trial race in Monaco last season, where only 5 people finished, and that was very, very bad. But there's not very much to commentate on, and I'm very thirsty. But speaking of thirsty, you know, I'm actually quite hungry, guys. So what should I get? Should I get Pizza Hut or Domino's? Cause I was really thinking Pizza Hut, but like I don't know. What are you thinking, Mike?
Whatever you want.
Ah, get your head back on, mate. Fuck you know, mate. Should I get the meat lovers or whatever from Pizza Hut?
Go ahead.
Your head's gone, mate. Is everything alright in that cockpit? You want to bring the car in and retire?
Try not to fucking bin it.
Yeah, I might go with Domino's, to be fair. Good call, Flexi. Good call. Oh, get me well on Call of Duty World War II after this. Oh, wait, no, ILR2's after this. I don't even have Call of Duty, just kidding. There's, CJ's made his way up into 9th. So, the driver of the day, has to be the fans. Let's see what you've done. To be fair, you've made up more positions than anyone else, I think.
There you go.
The VSC is out again. It's a VSC glitch, but to be honest, I'd be fuming, but it's not like there's very much happening on the track anyway, so I'm not really fuming about anything. Good good coding from Coding Masters. It really does make me think. Oh, does Big Lee sit on his arse, his bald head, and codes such a disaster, and then hops into his BMW, his nice BMW, and drives home, and then steals a living. To be fair, that's Big Lee masterclass. Making a game like this and robbing everyone. What a man. What a man. You can't be mad at that. Shout out to Nicolo's uncle and his the curry shop for sponsoring this race today. I've had some of their fried rice as well, and it's quite good. And I do recommend it.
Egg rolls to die for.
The egg rolls, yeah, I know, mate. You know what? Give me well down at is it Bradford, mate? Give me some egg rolls at his the curry shop, mate. Nicola's uncle, what a man, what a man. Who is Domino's? Oh, well, Domino's is a company that sells pizzas. I think what, the biggest in the world, or maybe no? I think they're second to Pizza Hut. I think Pizza Hut is slightly bigger.
What a farce.
Yay, mate. Pizza Hut FC. Wake up. Vamos, mate. It's the year of Pizza Hut.
What was that?
You heard what I said, mate. So, Mike, do you think you can close that 28-second gap to Stanley?
Yes.
Alright, well, CJ's got a 3-second time penalty for being a naughty boy. Alright, so if you want to turn the McLaren engine up, fuel mix mode 5. I'm pretty sure you can close that gap.
Right, done it.
Alright, good man. I apologize in advance.
I've got severe wing damage.
Do you? Let me see. Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. You're being caught by CJ. CJ has, no, he's not. He has wing damage too. Johnny has wing damage. You know what? Let's start from the top. So let's see who has wing damage. Beastas, entire front wing. Tao, oh, he's damaged his wing. Tao has a damaged end plate. Hungry Tadpole's full front wing assembly. And he's on the super subs. You know what? That could become a battle towards the end of the race. Local Blocks is even further back. He has an entire full front wing. X-Jess Revenge, full front wing. I'm Corey. I'm Corza. Oh, I'm so sorry, Corey. I'm Corza. It looks like he has a full front wing assembly. I'm not too sure what the McLaren assembly looks like. Stanley, full front wing. Michael Davis, the front wing is fucked. It's basically CJ, half an end plate. Johnny, half an end plate. Joker, half an end plate. Zide, half an end plate. Aeral Falcon, in catering. Shermasti, back at home. Back to Beastas is open. Oh, you know what? Look at Blocks is catching Hungry Tadpoles at quite the rate of knots, you know. It'd make a fun race when he's sat in the dirty air and can't get past. See, MK Born, mate, you need to get out and get some Domino's pizza, mate. See, that's why your internet's poor. If you get pizza, mate, speeding in the pit lane. Why is Tao flying into the pit lane? Is his head gone? Oh no, disaster for Tao. They're getting a new front wing. What's happened there? Oh no, my head's gone. I wanted a Tao masterclass today. My head's fully gone, mate. I was fully rooting for a Tao masterclass. Is it going to come out side by side with Corey? Oh, he doesn't get the move done. They're going to go up the hill side by side. Oh, Corey just barely going to get ahead. But Tao will have 5 seconds added to his race time. I'm jealous, Luke. I wish it was raining here. I live in a desert, so it only rains maybe 3 or 4 times a year, if even that. And it rains for like 10 minutes max. Someone's died at the hairpin. Who's that? Oh no, Little Block's disaster. The PU's gone. Right in the middle of the hairpin. You couldn't ask for anything worse than that. Oh no. That's worrying news for especially Alonso, who's looking forward to the Renault engines. And yep, that's the engine gone. That is the engine gone. So that promotes Hungry Tadpoles and X-Jets Revenge into the podium. This is I take that back. Hungry Tadpoles is in the pits. Oh, Mercedes have stacked. What's going on here? Oh no, what's going on here? Where is the Jackman? Oh no, disaster for Hungry Tadpoles. He must be banging his fist in the pit wall. Oh, or at least Total Wolf is. But he's actually only in 30, no? So it's not too bad. Oh, look at Block's disaster. What's happened there? No, it wasn't a disqualification. I confirmed the Renault's PU did go out. It did go out. Oh no. Well, X-Jets Revenge masterclass in his debut. He's in 2nd place. And does Beastlass still have a full front wing assembly? Yes, he does. I can, for some reason, I can feel a Beastlass disaster class coming soon. I really can. I really can for some reason. Corey's forwarded his way into P3. Under pressure from Tao. Who's you know what? Stanley's even closing the gap, and so is Hungry Tadpoles. Michael Davis, turn the engine well up, mate. Let's get that gap closed. Vamos, vamos, vamos. CJ's just going through Tabak, and he's the person who's following you. Johnny R95. Ooh, something's wrong with that Renault PU as well. It's not shifting properly. Oh no. I'm hearing Wars on the radio saying there is a problem with the Renault PU. Joni, just try your best to bring it back home without blowing it up. Yeah, and it's just not looking good here for Renault, especially for Alonso. Alonso must be banging his fists on the coffee table back in his home in Spain. Zaid is probably going to finish higher than I will ever finish this season. Corey responds fastest lap 11.3. I don't know how that's possible because Tao is only 5/10 behind him. But Corey's turned the McLaren engine up. You don't want to turn that engine up too much. I've been hearing rumors from the pit wall that mixed mode 3 is banned in the McLaren because of the instability it causes to the engine. So he needs to screw his mutt back on, make sure the engine doesn't blow up. Stanley is only 2.4 seconds behind. Hungry Tadpole is 1.4. So the battle for 4th place, or the battle for 3rd place, is going to be on. This is going to be very exciting stuff to see. As Corey, the mop is truly sweating now. Tao. Ooh, poor exit out of there, though. Or is it a poor exit? Oh, no, yeah, there's already problems out PU. You can see Corey didn't get the drive out of that corner as he wanted. I really think that something's wrong with that McLaren. Something is wrong with that McLaren. And you can see the boys in the pit wall, they're sweating. They're sweating. The mechanics, everything's trying to take a look. Everyone's looking at the computers. They're looking at the data. Something has to be wrong with that McLaren. Oh, look. Oh, it's lagging all over the shop. Yep. Ron Dennis, I know Ian's not in charge, but this must be getting his heart racing at home. Tao needs to make sure he doesn't hit the back of that McLaren. You might want to drive offset from the McLaren not to damage his wing. And Stanley's now got the gap down to 1.8. Hungry Tadpole's disaster class. He's back in the pits. What's happened there? His race has been completely destroyed. Oh, Total Wolf banging his fist on the pit wall. That's something that he didn't want to see. Can Michael Davis close the gap to Hungry Tadpoles? Come on, vamos, vamos, turn that engine up, mate. You know you want to. Let's go, vamos.
I've got barely any wing.
Oh, alright, Mike, so box the spot, box the slap. We got a new front wing, box the slap. Get well in the pits, mate. Get in your front wing. You'll still come out ahead of CJ. Oh no, he decides not to. Oh, so Michael Davis get to brave it. He's not gonna have any front tires left because the front tires are not gonna last without that front wing. It's gonna be sliding all over the shop as we go back to the battle between Tao and Corey. Corey's lagging a bit, so Tao is probably gonna want to back off. But Stanley's now got that gap down to 1.1. So yeah, Sector 2 has been a disaster class. What's happened there? Oh, someone's off. Oh, it's Johnny. Oh no, I thought it was the Renault PU, but it's not.
Chin that cunt. Set
What?
off fireworks.
Oh yeah, I hear fireworks. I thought it was you finding the force feedback on your wheel. But yeah, Johnny's gonna watch that PU. He's gonna watch that PU. You know, it's one of those things, mate. I drive for the Toro Rosso, and oh no, yeah. Oh, okay, he's letting Hungry Tadpoles through. I thought the Renault PU had finally failed. Looking up is Johnny. He's sweating in that car. He knows he's got the message from local blocks. His engine has failed, and now Johnny's been told, bring the car home. You only have 1 point to bring it home. Just please bring the damn car home. And he's let Hungry Tadpoles through, but to be fair, he's still all over the back of him, as the gap between Corey and Tao is now 0.3 of a second. Corey's going to be sweating in that McLaren. Does he want to turn the engine up? No, he doesn't want to turn the engine up though, because remember, he is driving a McLaren, and the McLaren is as powerful as a bicycle. So he needs to make sure, bring the car home. All we need is a podium. Let's not die. All over the back of Corey now. Can he get the job done? Tao's probably thinking, where can I get this job done? But I'm not too sure, mate. It's not very easy to overtake in Monaco, and Corey is a very good defensive driver, speaking from past experience in the league that we used to race with. But you know what? He's all over the back of Corey here. But remember, it's Monaco, and F1 2017, the slipstream does not exist. So Tao's going to slot in like he does for the 32nd time as they go up the hill. As I take a look at the chat here. What's going on here? What is going on here? Alright, I'm back. Stanley and the Sauber. They know they want to get actually, I think this will be his highest finishes. Whoa, did Tao try to go for a look? You know what, I tell you what, Corey's sweating in that McLaren. Those ultra softs must be all over the shop. You know what, I'm actually getting a word in from the McLaren engineer saying those ultra softs will not make the end. So it's up now to Corey to see if he can try and nurse it.
Of course they will.
Listen, Mike, what position are you in? You're in 7th, mate, so I'd be really careful. As oh, you know what? Tao's ducking and diving. He's under pressure from Stanley. Nah, I don't think so, mate. Corey's sweating. Things are not looking very good. Oh, you know what? Stanley could get a podium because those two have penalties. You know what, Mike? I could see you in 4th with all the penalties so far on the grid. What do you think?
Okay.
Well, Mike's head is... I haven't seen his head for a couple weeks now, ever since he won the ILR1 championship. But Jeff's revenge. He just needs to keep it clean. I'm proud of him. What a drive on his debut with 6 laps to go. Hopefully, I don't give him the commentator's curse, but he's going to finish this race, and it's going to be an absolute masterclass from Red Bull here. Corey is still all over the shop. If he cut that corner anymore, he'd be in the trees. He's still followed by Tao. Oh wow, almost driving into the shops there. Tao needs to make sure that doesn't... Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, he's already lost his wing. His head must be well gone there. Yeah, something's wrong with that McLaren though. I think they've had to turn the engine down. I know they've come on the radio and say, Corey, we need to make sure the PU makes it to the end. I'll tell you what though, Stanley's sitting well handy dandy here, thinking, you know what? If I don't crash, get me well on the podium. That's all if Tao can keep Corey in attacking distance. Something is up on that McLaren, and I am getting word it is the ERS. The ERS is playing up a bit, so it's going to be a very interesting fight to finish here. Corey's going to have to do what he can to make that car as wide as possible. The ERS is failing. The tires are falling off the cliff. But so far, it's a strong drive from Corey. It'll be a shame. It'll be a shame if that McLaren PU goes out. It really will be. Tao is still keeping Corey under pressure as he runs a bit wide. Stanley, be careful, my son. You don't want to get involved in that. I'll tell you what, though. Stanley was well on it, mate. What position? You know what? Get me Will looking at the penalties. Corey does have 3 seconds. I think he only has 3 seconds just once. So he needs to make sure that he doesn't get another 3 seconds. And then I think he can pull a gap. So it'd be very close. Stanley does have 2 warnings though. So 1 warning is a penalty for him. Yeah, they're still pretty close to each other. Jeez. I've been trying to make this race as entertaining as possible. Sorry for the lack of on-track action, but it's been this battle for 3rd place is well heating up and making up for what was a bit of a lackluster, I don't know how to pronounce that word, whatever, boring race. I don't want to say boring because it's actually been quite exciting at this point up now till now, or has it? Anyways, yo, Corey's around! Disaster class from Corey, I knew it. Those ultrasofts weren't going to hang out. They weren't going to hang out. There's yellow flags in Sector 3. Someone's wing is at the wall! It's Joker who's had a disaster. Oh, and he has no front wing. Oh, no, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Oh, yeah, mate. Corey was pushing those ultrasofts far too hard and he paid the price. And now Tao is well under pressure from Stanley. They need to clear that lap car in front of him. Oh, it's Ghost. So Stanley smelling a podium here. Vamos, vamos, Salver. Let's go. Can he get a podium as his highest finish? I mean, I like Tao, but this will be very interesting to watch. It'll be a very good result for him too. As someone is where does he come from? Hungry Tadpole's in 5th on the ultrasofts. And he's gonna be looking to make some quick moves here. He's on the freshest set of tires, I think, on the grid. So it's gonna be a very interesting final 4 laps to the end. But you just gotta feel for Corey. That's been an absolute disaster. I mean, he's still in 6th. He's still 30 seconds behind, ahead of his teammate. So it just shows you how big of a disaster Michael's been having. You just gotta feel for Mike. It's just not been a season so far. Whoa, someone side by side with someone! Oh my word! That's Stanley, round the outside of town at the casino section. What a move! Stanley is on a mad one, and Stanley needs that. Stanley needs Tao to hold back Hungry Tadpoles. Hungry Tadpoles having a look down the hairpin, but what a move by Stanley. But you know what? Corey didn't lose too much time. Oh no! Tao disaster class. Hungry Tadpoles has gotten past. Oh no. Come on, Stanley. Vamos! Onto the podium. Vamos! I need my drug. I need to see Stanley masterclass here on the podium. But it's been a solid drive from Beastas, which is no shock there. He's ahead by 30 seconds. XJS Avenge is another 23 seconds clear of Stanley. And Tao is just trying to bring the car home. And Tao's retired! Oh no! I think that's the PU in the Ferrari. It's gone. It's gone. What happened there? And he's gonna have to park it up. Oh no, Rivibere's head's well gone. What has happened to Ferrari here in Monaco? It's a double Ferrari DNF. The engine was not able to make it to the end, and that is heartbreaking for Tao. That really is heartbreaking. And now that's gonna promote Hungry. Oh no, Hungry Tadpole's already in 4th. Corey's already in 5th. So after a big spin like that, you should be happy to be at least hit that far up. Oh no, that's a disaster though. I think he should have tried to make the end though. I don't know what was going on. Beast's around the final corner now. Not the final corner, Jesus. The penultimate lap, sorry. Around the hairpin corner. Stanley's under pressure from Hungry Tadpoles though. I think Hungry Tadpoles is a penalty. So Stanley just has to keep it clean. That's all he has to do. All he has to do is hang on for 2 more laps. But yeah, it's good to see that the newer people in this league are doing very well. Jeff, Stanley, and Hungry Tadpoles. And the bright side is Monaco is coming to an end. I've somehow managed to solo commentate 38 laps of this. I don't know how I've done it, but I apologize if the commentary is a bit lackluster. It's not my normal type of commentary, but I just gotta do what you gotta do when you only have one, right? As Johnny makes a position up, yeah, because of the retired towel. I think Hungry Towel is just gonna hold off. I don't think he wants to attack. It's just a bit dangerous. Beast has to start at his final lap now. I'm not gonna pick up the winner until they fix that weird glitch between being unable to switch off a driver when he crosses the finish line. Where is Beastassa? What the hell? Is that far ahead? Well, it's been another dominating performance. I have to say, it's another surprise that Beastassa is going to win. 32 seconds clear as he comes through the swimming pool section. Into the restaurant Raskas, which I'm going to be dining at one day in my life, around the penultimate corner. It's another masterclass in Beastas. Beastas wins the 75th Monaco Grand Prix and has Hungry Tables has dropped back to 1.8 seconds. Has he damaged his front assembly? Yeah, a tad bit. Front wing's gone. Just make sure you bring it home, mate. It's not worth pushing it. Masterclass on Jeff's debut here, though. Yes, boys. Up in the second place. That's a very, very solid drive. As he's coming up to almost lap Mike. Solid drive by Jeff. What a result. What a result. Stanley. Masterclass by Stanley. Yes, yes. The Sauber boys running up into the pit wall. It's been an absolute. It's just been beautiful to watch. What a drive from Stanley. What a drive from Stanley as he rounds Raskas now up into the final corner and up into the line. Stanley guarantees himself third place. Hungry Tadpole's in fourth with half a front wing. Cordy in fifth after that shocker of a spin. Michael Davis's race is finished in sixth. CJ in seventh. Johnny in eighth. Joker in ninth. Tao scores a point despite DNFing because Zaid couldn't make up that lap because it was too far down. And that is that, brothers. Well, it's been one of those races, I guess. Oh, whoa. I don't know what was going on there. But it is another win from Beastas as he extends his title lead infinitely at the top. And I didn't know that the podium looked like this in Monaco. I thought it was on someone's front doorstep, to be honest. But yeah, it's another win by Beastas, and yeah, he extends his title lead, and I think the Williams now take lead the constructors, I think. I'm not too sure. I have to check on that. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you boys next for ILR2 in Spain.